Hi, welcome back to Failure at Retirement. Today we're going to go over some of my other Smith Miller trucks. These are mostly Mack and one MIC. So we'll start here. This is the MIC ladder truck. Miller Irons and Company. Guy who started Smith Miller also started this company later on. This truck, I believe, is about 55, 56. Anybody's welcome to correct me if I'm wrong. She's a little bit of a beater. These trucks, the doors were pretty fragile. Actually has working door latches, believe it or not. So the door's a little rough. That one's missing the frame. This one, the hinges are broke. But found this at antique fair. Really liked it. Got lucky on buying it. So pretty happy to have her in the fleet. These next Max here, Smith Miller Mack, styled after the Mack L model, early 50s. These trucks came out, I believe, in 52 and were made up until about 55. There's two variations. Let me look here. So for instance, this is the early variation, has long fuel tanks, doesn't have the braces in the front bumper. The later variation has short fuel tanks and has the braces in the front bumper. Not sure exactly what year they switched. I'm guessing about 54. Don't really know for sure. Anyway, so these first three right here, these are the first three L Max that a guy got. Got them at sort of a pandemic panic sale situation. Guy had his dad's toys. He actually had some other really cool stuff, but early days of the pandemic, everybody was panicked, and I wasn't sure I wanted to spend the money on the other stuff he had, so I only bought the Smith Millers. So first one here is the Army 10-wheeler. So this being like my first LMAC, I didn't really know anything about them. So doing what I do, this truck didn't have the bed sides on it. The floor is original, the bed sides were missing. And me not knowing enough about what I was doing and not doing enough internet research, I recreated the bed sides, but the only example I found at the time was a Pacific Telephone truck, and they had these shorter bed sides. So kind of funny, not funny. I went to all that work to make new bed sides, and they're not the correct ones for the truck. Kind of think I might like them better, to tell you the truth. But anyway, what I do, I painted the new bed sides. Patina matched them to the floor. Thought they come out pretty decent. They're just telephone truck bed sides, not Army truck. So, oh well, probably not going to redo it at this point. Maybe someday. So the guy I got these from, he said that his dad, they were his dad's toys, and his dad later in life would mess with them and change things around. So when I got them, this truck here has a homemade flatbed, and that flatbed was on the lumber truck. Well, so the lumber truck didn't have the correct bed to it. This not being an original bed, I liked it anyway, so I moved it onto this truck. Just made a little farm bobtail out of it. Always wanted to make my own fruit or nut bins. That's the way us farmers here in our area haul our fruits and nuts. So I finally figured out after I got this truck kind of how to go about making these. Anyway, that turned out okay, I think. So this bed was completely unfinished, raw wood. So I went ahead and paint matched the sides, stained the bed, tried to make it look a little older, put some oil stains on the deck because what old farm bobtail hasn't hauled a tractor that's leaking oil? Anyway, so that's that truck. That's its story. So same guy, this was his childhood toy. I'm not sure this truck was originally a 10-wheeler. I think that he may have pulled the tandems off of this truck. It's Army color. However, it's a little too shiny and it doesn't have the Army sticker. So I'm not real sure about it. I think it's probably an Army truck and probably supposed to be a 10-wheeler. And I think that this lumber truck is only supposed to be the regular 6-wheeler, but I like it is. So since it didn't have the original lumber deck on the truck, I did my best to paint match it, put the patina on it, the same as I did the Army truck. I went ahead and, while I was doing it, made the deck just a little bit longer than it's supposed to be so that you could haul the trailer on the deck. It didn't really want to fit right in the correct length, but everything's made so just a few seconds with the chop saw and I could make her the right length. The roller notches are all in the right spot and everything. Around here, lumber trucks, hay trucks, if the trailer's empty, she's on the deck of the truck, save on the tires a little bit. I hate to see these tires get wore out at this point. So anyway, there's a truck that I've done a little work to, but otherwise fairly original. This is what that truck really should look like. I got this one in the estate sale honey hole. A really nice truck. It's got the original lumber, the original rollers, the whole nine. Kind of cool, I think. These trucks are the same color, same truck, but here you have the early version and here you have the later version. So that's kind of cool. Whenever I get a chance to get a variation like that, I'll go ahead and do it if I can afford it. So this next one here is a fire truck I kind of picked up for parts, but I'm kind of liking her the way she is. Need to put a new bumper on it. I have it, just haven't put it on yet. I don't know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this truck yet, but like I said, I'm kind of liking her the way she is. Kind of on the lookout for a beater fire ladder trailer to go with it. If I can find one with similar patina, semi-working condition, might just go ahead and do that. Like I said, I bought it for parts, but I think it's a little too good for that. This next one here, the van and the cab did not come together. In fact, I pieced the cab together, built it up out of parts, but I really like this cab. I feel like the patina on the chassis and the cab match really, really well. They didn't originally come from Smith Miller this way, but I really like it. I've seen other Smith Miller trucks these colors, so I'm not doing anything fancy here. Anyway, I think I'm eventually going to build a custom step deck for that cab. And then this trailer here, probably a PIE trailer, but maybe not. PIE was the most common. This is just something I had in the shop for a long time, just sitting there with no wheels and tires. When I ordered the wheels and tires for the tractor, went ahead and bought them for the trailer as well, but didn't really know this at the time. This is actually most likely a GMC trailer because you see the tires come right up there to the body. Found out later on that the GMC had a shorter drop since they had shorter tires. So that's probably a GMC. So I do have some other beater GMC cabs. So I'll probably build up a correct cab and switch those to GMC tires. Anyway, that seems like the right thing to do, but I haven't really decided for sure yet. Anyway, these are the better ones. I currently have 3 other Macks that I'm in the process of customizing and painting. I don't do that a whole bunch. I like to keep them original, but these 3 particular Macks, they were just, well, they were beat. Like, there was just no saving them as is. Put a lot of parts together to make it happen. Did some custom stuff to them. They're not quite done yet. I'll make another video later on when they're done, but that's probably a ways out. If you guys want to see me work on them or get a little preview of them, drop a comment and I'll see if I can make that happen. Mrs. Failure says she thinks it would be a good idea if I just film myself working on them. Basically, right now, 2 of them are in paint. To me, I don't want to watch paint dry, but you tell me. If you want to see me work on them, drop a comment. I'll make her happen. You fellers have a nice day.